Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And so for today's video we have something a little bit different, and so I thought this would be a fun video to do and kind of switch it up from doing traditional vlogs here on my channel. And so I wanted to track all of my workouts for a week and then go ahead and share them with you guys. So this is kind of like my workout routine and the workouts that I do in a week, and so I thought it would be fun to film them for you. As you guys will see, my workout routine is pretty similar and I don't really change it up, and so a lot of the things that I do is I just run, and I personally love running. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I personally find it to just be so relaxing, and running is definitely something that is hard for me. It's definitely something that I have built up over the summer, and if you guys followed my channel last year, I started my whole running journey and everything like that. It's definitely not something that comes easy to me, but it's what I do and I always end up liking the results of it. So if I want to talk in the sense of the way that I look physically, I always like the way that my body looks better when I'm actively running. I just think I look the best, and I think I just get that from running. And then I also just feel so relaxed and I just feel better mentally when I am running. There are times when I'm having a bad day or I'm sad or annoyed or whatever, and I just go for a run and I'm just automatically feeling a lot better, and so that is why I run. I know I kind of just went on a tangent right there, but I just kind of wanted to explain myself and let you guys know why I like running. Also, with my whole working out and running, I'm not actively trying to get to a certain distance or get to a certain time. Running for me is just something that I think is fun, and once I start putting in timing and stuff, it kind of takes away the fun for me. And so I'm not too paranoid about the times, or if I'm not feeling up for it, if I only feel doing 1 mile a day, I'll just run 1 mile, or if I'm feeling up to running 5 miles, I'll do 5 miles. It's really just kind of how I feel, and I'm not gonna overly make myself be super exhausted or super tired, just because again, it's just what I do for fun. And this summer my running journey has definitely gone up and down. I actually fell twice while running. I fell twice in a month, and that really pushed back my whole running journey because I was just in so much pain. I have a huge scar right here on my arm from falling. I also have 2 scars on my kneecap, and then I have a mini scar right here, which is pretty much healed, so you can't really tell, and then I also have a scar on my shoulder. And so when I fell, I was super injured, could barely even walk, so that really pushed back me running. And then I fell again, and that pushed me back again, and then my Apple Watch shattered. So it was just this huge ordeal, and so I'm not ideally as far into running as I would have liked to be. I wish right now I could be running more miles, but again, I'm just focusing on what I can do, and again, I don't want it to just be all about distance and time and everything like that. And so yeah, I don't know, I just kind of went on a very long tangent, but I just kind of wanted to clear that up. Also want to say I'm not an expert of working out and all of that stuff, so this is just what works best for me, and so it might not work for everyone, but it's just what works best for me. I just kind of wanted to say that. Also, so yeah, I think I got everything out of the way, but before I get into all of my workouts, I want to share with you guys how I track them. And this isn't sponsored or anything, but I have an Apple Watch. I used to have a Series 4, but then I shattered my watch and they don't sell Series 4s anymore, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of money and get the 5, so I had to downgrade and get the 3, but it's still pretty much the same. And so I have a Apple Watch Series 3, and so I track all of my runs using the app Strava, and I love Strava. It's such a good app. You can track literally anything, so you can track walking, hiking, running, swimming, biking, you can literally track anything, and so it's super nice. And so that's what I use. So I just downloaded that app on my Apple Watch, and then I'll go on Strava with my Apple Watch, and then it'll end up syncing to my phone. And so it's such a nice app, and it's kind of like Instagram in a way, where you follow people and you can see their specific runs, and it maps it out. You can add captions to your workouts. It's just a really fun thing. And so I will screenshot everything that I'm looking on my phone, and I'll place it on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So with all of that said, let's get on with my workouts for the week. And I started filming all of this on October 17th, which was a Saturday, and I'll show all of the stats and everything because you can see a lot with Strava. And so I ended up captioning this run This run was inspired by Do Better by Lil Donald. That's such like a fun song to run to, and so through a lot of my captions I'll say like this run was inspired by and like put a song. And so that run, I just happened to listen to Do Better a lot and I really liked it. And so my run was 3.47 miles with an average pace of 9:33, so total moving time 33 minutes and 9 seconds. Pretty basic. My splits were pretty even, so I did 9:19 for the first mile, then 9:33, 9:29, and then 9:43, so pretty even splits wise. Again, I'm not really too concerned about the time. I'm just kind of concerned about getting out there and working out basically. So that was my first run. The next day, October 18th, it was a Sunday, and so I captioned my run fighting off of the Sunday scaries with a run, which I thought was kind of funny because actually Sunday was just, and the next couple of days was just a very bad few days like mentally, and so getting out there and running just really made me feel a lot better. So again, why I run, it makes me feel better mentally. And so I did 3.34 miles with an average pace of 9:48, so literally not a fast runner, guys, at all. This was actually very slow for me. I try to be 9:20 and under, but again, this is literally just me getting out there and running, so I'm not super concerned about the time. So even though it was 9:48 and that's a lot slower than normal, I'm not gonna beat myself up over it just because I'm just getting out there. So yes, and so my paces were kind of all over the place, not a good split wise. For splits, you try to be like as consistent as possible, so I just kept getting slower. So I was 9:21, 9:47, and then 10:10, so definitely not good split wise, but that is just sometimes what happens. So that was Sunday. The next day, on October 19th, I did exactly 3 miles, so 9:34, so went down a little bit in time. Splits were 9:07, 9:27, then 10:05, so again, not good. But again, I'm not trying to run, you know, the fastest mile ever. And so I captioned this, finishing my run uphill to hit 3 miles was hard. And then I did like an emoji because I kind of live, not that I live on a hill, but it's definitely, I guess I would kind of say I live on a hill, and normally I like to finish my run and like be done at the bottom of the hill, and then like I'll walk up to my apartment. But this time I think I was like at 2.7 miles, and so I wanted to hit that 3 mile, and so like I ran up the hill, so it was very very hard for me. I literally hate running up hills. I hate them, and so that was hard, so that's why I captioned that. And also that run was just very hard for me. My legs were getting pretty tired from running those previous days, and so I knew the following day I wanted to take it easy. And so on October 20th was the next day, I decided to go for a hike with my friend Hannah. And so we went to Radnor Lake, which is my favorite place like ever in Nashville. I love it. And so I captioned it, trees are starting to change colors, and I posted a little photo. You can also post photos with Strava, which is really cool. And so also it was Hannah's first time there, so we were stopping and like taking photos. And so whenever we would stop, I would like stop my watch just because I wouldn't want to count those seconds of us just like standing there and taking photos. And so I kept forgetting to like restart my watch, and so I didn't log officially the full hike, but it was pretty even. So it was 2.26 miles for 45 minutes, but I hiked later in the week, and so you can compare those two because that's the actual distance that I did. So 2.26 is a little less than what it is. I think it's normally like 2.6 miles, so pretty similar. And then the next day on the 21st, I was so happy, and so I went to Percy Warner to do my run. And I used to run here all the time last year, but then they have like these really pretty steps leading up to the top, and those were all under construction, and they were under construction for so long. And so I was waiting for them to finally finish, and it took them forever. And I just randomly remembered, I was like, I haven't been to Percy Warner in a while, I wonder if they finished the construction, and they did, and it's so nice. And so I captioned my run, my favorite park is finally open after construction. Super happy about that. And so I did 3 miles, average pace of 9:24, and so my splits were 9:15, 9:37, and 9:19, so not terrible. I didn't log this, but I did a couple times walking up the steps and down. I think I did that 2 times, I want to say, which is exhausting because it's a lot of steps. And on October 22nd, oh gosh, literally a story time for you guys. I feel like this video is gonna be so long, but I did a distance of 2.83 miles. and I captioned it, "Got trapped because Trump drove by, LOL." So I live in Nashville, if you guys don't know, and the last presidential debate was at Belmont, which is a couple streets away from where I live, and so I knew the debate was going to be super hectic, and I always run past Belmont, and so I wanted to get my run done like earlier in the day, because normally I like to run at like 4, 5, 6 p.m. and I figured that would be really hectic with the debate about to start, and so I decided to run at 2, which was not good because I guess President Trump was going to like a town hall meeting or something. I don't know, that's what I heard, and he was doing that earlier in the day, and so I was finishing my run, or trying to finish my run, and I literally all I had to do is just like go over this bridge, and my apartment is just right there, but the police had blocked everything off, and they're like, "No, like you can't get through." And so I was like, "Are you serious?" Like I literally just ran almost 3 miles, and then this day I also walked 2 miles before I started running, so it was like a total of 5 miles. And I was so tired, and it was so hot this day. It was like 85, and I was like, I literally just want to go to my apartment. I want to get some water, and I could literally see my apartment, but they would not let me through, which I totally understand, but it was just like frustrating in the moment. And so I can insert all of the like videos that I took, but I was literally stuck on the corner of a couple streets because I literally could not go anywhere because the cops had blocked every single street around, and so like I literally couldn't get anywhere, and so I was trapped for about like 30 minutes. And then I saw all of the cars go by, and like Trump drove by and everything. It was like super intense, and so because of that I wasn't able to get like my full 3 miles. And like at the end, once I could finally go, I just was like so over it, so I just like didn't run anymore. So I was a little under 3 miles this day, but yeah, that's my little story time. Last day, day 7, which was actually yesterday, I again was just feeling kind of tired. My legs were feeling kind of tired and heavy, so I decided to take an easy day. Also, it was again just like super hot outside and really humid, and so I was like, I don't want to put myself through hot weather again because I had done that the previous day. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go on a nice little hike again. And so I went to Radnor by myself, and the same hike, but only this time I actually remembered to log the entire hike. So it's 2.59 miles, 47 minutes and 35 seconds. And so that was my little workout for the day, was that nice little hike. That is my workout routine. I know this video is a little different than the normal videos that I like to post, but I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post videos all the time, and follow me on all my social medias. I will link them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.